there was a girl at Grinder Switch. Her name is Bedelia Bulgebustle, and she wanted to get a new foundation. She's built just like a house. I tell you, that girl is really hefty. Uncle Nabob says Bedelia's one of them gals that's all hills and no valleys. But Bedelia got herself one of them foundation garments that's supposed to give her hourglass figure. She got it on. She said to her husband, she says, "How do you like my hourglass figure?" He says, "Well, if that's an hourglass figure, I never know time to drag so." I tell you girls with nice figures now, if you want to catch a feller, it ain't no crime to figure on your figure. I say use what Mother Nature give you before Father Time messes it up. And I know.
Now, wait just a minute. Now, wait just a minute, Cousin Minnie. There are other things besides the feminine figure that attract a man. The way a girl is dressed, for instance.
Well, that just proves my point, Copus. The necklines are going down and the hemlines are coming up. Uncle Nabob says if the necklines get any further south and the hemlines get any further north, there's got to be a new Mason-Dixon line.
Hey, Cousin Minnie, I saw your Uncle Nabob in town today.
Well, how did he look? Where was he?
Oh, he was awful polite. You know, he was in a cafe, and I raced in there for a quick cup of coffee, and you know what your uncle said?
What'd he say?
"Here, take my coffee. It's already saucered and blowed."
Isn't that right? He's so nice.
Oh, he was all dressed up, said he'd been to the photographer's to have his picture took.
Yes, that's so thoughty of Uncle Nabob. He's going to get his picture took and give it to Aunt Ambrosie for a Christmas present.
Oh, Christmas present.
Yeah.
Is it a surprise?
It sure is. She's expecting a fur coat.
No!
But I tell you, I got some news here from Grinder Switch. My brother got him a new job last week, but he had to quit on account of illness. The boss got sick of him. This here younger generation now, I'm telling you, even at Grinder Switch, these here young'uns, they're awful. Why, the other day, the teacher asked Jed Baker's little old young'un, that youngest one, the teacher asked young Brindle Baker what legs was. And Brindle says legs is something that if you ain't got two pretty good ones, you can't get to first base, and neither can your sister. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do about my feller Hezzy. I told him the other night I was buying some lipstick that you can see in the dark. He said, "Don't waste your money." He says, "Don't you know that half the fun is looking for it?" Well, we had an awful sad thing happen at Grinder Switch this week. Oh, it is awful. Old Pap Winkle, he went over to the rock quarry where they are over there blasting out some of the rock over there, and old Pap Winkle, he went in the little shanty they had there, and he sat down on a keg and lit up his cob pipe. And a fella run in there and yelled, "Hey, Pap, you're sitting on a keg of dynamite." And grand old Pap says, "Well, I'll be blowed." And sure enough, he was.